So. Somebody else testing the refinery decks. There's a prospector the next pad over. Come on. Click a zip button, you open the door. Yeah, thank you. Flight ready.
Systems activating. Systems on.
You are clear to launch.
Excellent. Landing gear.
Raising landing modules.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Captain.
Landing gear up.
Let's do a flyby.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I went to the mall yesterday. That's the first time I've been to the mall in a long time.
Is it?
Yeah, now I know why. Ain't crap there I won't.
Yeah, I'm not a big mall kind of guy myself.
Everything I used to go to the mall for is no longer in the mall. Everything that's in the mall is I have no interest in.
Hmm.
There was a line a mile long to get to the Apple store there.
Oh, that's yeah, that's always the case though.
But the hilarious thing though was they had two lines. The left line, there was no line coming out the door at all. That was to go in and shop. The line going from the right door was for service and stuff.
Hmm.
And it was the one that was a mile long.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, wow.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not an Apple fan just because
Hmm.
I've never really needed,
Hmm.
anything Apple, but I always thought Apple was good made stuff.
Used to be. There was a time when that was true.
But
Now it's planned obsolescence. And I realize how that sounds. I realize that sounds like a paranoid person just talking. But no.
well, like I've got an iPod. Um, the radio in
Holy
my
shit.
truck, my daughter has now has an iPod connector to it.
Hmm.
So when I got the truck and all, man, I bought a
I've got the desktop audio channel muted right now, so you can't be heard, the game can't be heard, voice tech can't be heard, but I am streaming to YouTube. Just give you a heads up. I didn't want to. I didn't want your audio to be heard on stream until I given you a bit of a warning. I'll turn it on here in a minute. I'm about to mine a rock, so. Bexalite, right outside the station. Pretty sure that's not going to stick around. Pretty sure that's just a PTU thing.
So how you like the new interface?
I'm about to see it for the first time. Yeah. I've been trying for about an hour to get where I can get into the mole and shoot a laser at a rock. We kept getting issues. Power on. Ooh. Me Reiki. Okay, so on the left-hand side, I have cargo capacity in SCU, active modules, which of course I don't have anything loaded right now. I didn't buy any mining stuff, just the laser. On the right-hand side, in the far right, we have the asteroid type, P-type, its mass, its instability rating, resistance rating, its composition, right down to the materials. So 45% aluminum, or aluminium, depending on part of the country or world you're in. Titanium, 6%, 1.5% bexalite, and 47.24% raw. And I haven't even touched any joystick buttons yet. So,
You're streaming to YouTube?
yeah, I'm streaming to YouTube. Let's pop this thing and see what she does. So I've got it mapped to my joystick right now. Oh, I like it. There's a bar on the going up the left-hand circumference showing you how much power you're putting into the rock. On the right-hand edge of the circumference shows the charge level, a large green section and a large red section. So there's no doubts as to how big that green section is now. Gotta hope the rock inherits this same interface, because it is a real challenge to pop a rock in the pop a mining rock in the rock without blowing yourself up. Oh, look at that. Green bars filling in. Stand by for poppings. Cool. Alright. So we might not be able to mine that rock because it's a little high. I may have to move the ship. I got a little snuggly. Alright, so what do we got in this one? This one is aluminium, titanium. It is 965 tons. This is my bexalite. This is my bexalite. Yes, this is the one we want right here. And it is 893 tons. Into the green, yeah. Down, baby, down. My complaint about this interface, and we knew the complaints were going to come, is that it's a little bit tricky to see where it is in the charge. You know what I mean? Oh, I like this. Your materials, it's telling you exactly how many SCU you have of aluminium, how many of inert, titanium, bexalite. Dude, this is awesome. Well done, Sig. Well done. This is what I had hoped the Prospector would have had back in... When did I get a Prospector? December or January? I don't remember now. Ah, I gotta move the ship to get those other Rockies. What do we got here? We've got a titanium, aluminium. You know what? We're gonna mine the whole damn rock because I want to see how the refinery process works. So 959 tons. We're into the green. See that little bar on the outside circumference? It's a little tricky to see where it is in the green. But I mean, if you know where to look... Whoa, that was cool. You can see it. Alright, we're going to harvest all this because I want to see how the refinery thing works. So it doesn't really matter what this rock gives me. We're going to suck it all up. Now, it would be cool, and I would totally understand if SIG didn't want to do this, is if there was a way that you could eject the inert. You know, because if you're... Well, that kind of makes sense that they wouldn't do that, because then your ship would have to be doing the refinery. So the Orion would have the ability to do it. But your little mole's not going to have the capability of sorting through all this ore. It's just gathering chunks. That kind of makes sense why they wouldn't do that. As long as there's no crap in that. Bexalite, yeah, we'll take it. I don't want to grab a rock that's 100% inert material, so that would be stupid. What is this? Titanium. Aluminium. It's only a quarter inert. And what are you? You are Bexalite, 8%. Nice. So maybe refine the mining HUD a little bit to make your rock charge level bar a little wider, or maybe a little easier to see. You know what I mean? Because it's... I mean, all in all, this is a vast improvement over what was there before. Hands down, a big improvement from what was there before. This feels less like a mini game to me, and more like you're actually doing something. Titanium, yeah, we'll grab it. As long as it's not a whole inert, we'll grab it. Yeah, oh, gotta move the ship. Can't get to that rock. Well, we can pop this one at least. See, in the yellow, it's easy to see that bar. When it gets into the green, though, you're kind of like... But it is a hell of a lot easier to keep this thing in the green now. Let's hoover up these little tasty bits. Grab it before it drifts away. Come on! There's Creepy when you need him. Aluminium 2%, largely inert, but hey, that'll work. Yep. Aluminium and titanium. That was a good rock. 300 tons, all of it usable ore. No, that was weird. Rendering artifact. At 85%? Yeah, it's 85% usable. That'll get improved with time, I'm sure. Alright. So we got some space chunkies. We can't get our laser on them, so we will hop out of the seat. Which is a long press on Y, by the way. It's no longer a short press. It's now a long press. And let's go move the ship a little bit so we can get those other tasty bits. And, ooh, a little bit of lag going up the stairs. There we go. I like the look of the rocks better. Less cookie cutter. The last time I did asteroid mining, they all looked like one of the same 4 or 5 rocks recycled over and over and over. It was disappointing. So let's do this. That should put us in a pretty good spot. And we'll go. It's just a shortcut to save the ladder. Let's see what we got. So we still need to crack this one. Mass 0. Nope. 827. Aluminium. Let's crack it. Oh, don't drift up. Come on, don't drift up. Okay, titanium. That'll work. Aluminium, large chunk of aluminium. Okay. Can we get our mitts on this one? Yes, we can. Alright. Let's let her get into the red for a half a second. Yeah, it's really easy to see the red. Really easy to see the red, which is good. The green's the hardest to see, but honestly, if you can keep it out of the red, that's the most important part. Bye, Rock. Bye.
That would be a lot easier on my old eyes.
Oh my god. Isn't it though? I can't even. We're gonna have to fly to get that rock. And that's because we overheated it, so. I love that part of the gameplay, so we'll have to move the ship to grab the others. No big whoop. I'll grab them and then we will head back to the refinery and see how all that works. What do you think of the GUI? Honestly.
I like it.
Me too.
Like I said, I think it'll be a lot easier. That was my main thing with mining is, you know, you had that little bitty section you had to keep it in, you know, and it was hard to see.
Yeah. Well, on the rock, it's incredibly narrow, and with the color of the HUD, most of the time I was like, I can't tell if I'm green or yellow, green or yellow, green or yellow. Now there was a little. If you looked closely, your targeting reticle that would change colors, but the color change between yellow and green was so subtle that it was really hard to tell sometimes.
Well, I'm legally blind.
Hmm.
I am completely, well, not completely, but I'm blind in my left eye. I can see a little bit, but not much.
Hmm.
And then my right eye is bad enough that overall I'm considered legally blind. So, I mean, I can see, but I'm legally blind.
Hmm.
And
I got
so some things are hard for me to see. And that was one of them, was that, you got this big ass monitor in front of you and you got this little spot you're trying to keep your laser in that's, a quarter of an inch wide, and it's like, yeah.
Yep, totally get it. 24-inch monitor, and the green zone on the rock in most cases on my screen was less than an eighth of an inch. Yep, and then you're like, really? On a 24-inch monitor, my green zone is an eighth of an inch.
Yep.
This is definitely better. But I mean, you see what I'm saying about the cargo on the left. I love how it's telling you exactly how much, because I used to try to keep a running tally in my head. How much agresium do I have? How much laranite do I have? How much crap do I have? Because I didn't like to go back to PO and sell unless I knew I was going to get at least 100,000. This makes it a hell of a lot easier. So,
I think it's an improvement.
oh, fuck yeah, it is.
I don't know if it's perfect yet, but it's
No.
an improvement.
It's definitely not perfect, but it's definitely an improvement. Now, I just wish that we had a little button on the center turret that said, take ship up, or take ship left or right, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe not full piloting controls, but something to be like, let me just drift up a little bit, you know? I do miss that from the Prospector. But the Mole's a multi-crew ship, so I mean, I get why there wouldn't be there. But you see that lag going up the stairs. I've seen the same thing happen on Yila. When there was a surface mining vehicle underneath me. I've seen it happen then too. And there's our free look issue, still coming in. It's been there since 3.8. Do we have an artifact on our screen? Because I'm moving, but that rock is... Seems like... Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, that seems like that rock is staying in the same position. Alright. Because that rock was drifting. I don't know whether it's still drifting. Hands off the sticks. Nope. It stopped drifting. That would be cool. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be cool. It'd be emergent for it to continue drifting, but it would be a pain in the ass to try to mine it. Catch that rock! It's got Bexolite in it! So, let's hoover this. That should just about fill us up, I believe. And I really hope they make it profitable to mine the other ores and not just the top 3 or 4. You know, I want to avoid the whole elite dangerous thing where it's like, hey, we only mine Paydite because that pays the best. Or we only mine this because it pays the best. Maybe have like certain areas of Stanton that pay a little more for aluminium. Say like maybe an area where they build a lot of starships, where they'd want a lot of titanium and aluminium, but they may not pay quite as much for agresium or laranite. You know, maybe have a different area of Stanton where they need other materials. You know, they need more gold, they need more like cobalt and things like that. That would make sense.
Well, I think, once they open up more systems,
Yep.
have it to where, like, this area here, well, we got gold mines. We pay low for gold.
Yep.
But we don't have silver. We
Mm-hmm.
pay a lot more for silver.
Yep.
And then you go somewhere else, and it's just the opposite. We have
Mm-hmm.
silver, we pay low for it, but we need gold, we pay more for it.
Mm-hmm.
So not everything's worth the same amount, but you mine it where it's there, and then you have to take it somewhere far away. The further away you go, I do like in Elite, the further away you go sometimes, the more valuable it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes sense. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if this system's got plenty of silver, they don't pay a lot for it. If they have no gold, they pay a lot for it.
Yeah. That would also add a cargo hauling element to it, which I really, 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 really like, because I mean, I love to do mining and I love to do cargo
Yeah.
hauling.
Well, that also gives you the options. All right, I mine this, but it's worth more over there. All right, do I haul it in my mining ship,
Mm-hmm.
or do I take the time to transfer it to a hauling ship, or do I work with somebody else and I mine it and Pagan hauls it?
See, now that's the thought process that I had. For me,
Or
it
do I
was
just sell it to somebody for a lower price and then let them make money off hauling it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
see now my whole thought process with it was when I first got into mining. I thought, hey, we're gonna refine stuff and then we're gonna haul it off somewhere and get rid of it. Cool. So I'll send out prospectors. Somebody will mine in the prospector. They'll grab the ore, bring it back. We will refine that to the commodities, and then we'll haul those commodities to the most profitable selling locale and sell it there. But when I got the prospector, it turned into just basically a little mining game, and then you went to PO and you dropped it off, and then you went back out into the block and you did it again and again and again and again and again. So I like this. This puts it where I thought it was back in December and hoped that it would be. So I like this. This means that now you can have a mining company. So you can have the guy who owns the moles. Maybe the guy owns 3 moles and a couple of prospectors or whatever. Um, they would just wait out at this station. Oh, I got a mole coming. Okay, I'll be at the refinery deck in just a minute. Put down the coffee cup, run into the refinery deck. Grab the ore. I go through the refining process. That starts processing. That mole takes back off, goes out into the black, and starts getting it. And everybody gets a share of the profits. I mean, you got a caterpillar on standby going, okay, we got enough to fill the cap full of titanium. Cool, awesome. John, you're going to grab that titanium caterpillar. We're going to fly over to PO and sell it or whatever. Or in your like you're saying, maybe Pyro or Terra or some other little station. I like that. To me, that's full featured gameplay.
Please proceed to
That's a
assigned
loop
landing bay.
I want to play in.
I really like the idea of, us having 3 or 4 guys playing,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody's mining, somebody's hauling it,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody's protecting them.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause different people like different things, I
Oh,
mean,
hell
you
yeah.
might like mining,
Mhm.
I might like cargo running, Yoey might like fighting.
Oh, he
you know?
loves to be an escort.
Yeah, and that gives us a reason for all 3 of us, you do the mining, I do the cargo running, Yoey protects us, I mean,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
you know,
I love it.
and that's the whole thing with the MMO, ain't it? Everybody,
Mhm. Yep. Now, eventually, I hope it gets to the point where the owner of the ships can designate parties that can sell cargo out of it, or at least schedule it to be unloaded. So, meaning, if I've got a cat I borrow say that I borrow your Carrack, and you buy a load of laranite or whatever from wherever station you're buying laranite. I fly it across the system, land at Arcor at Rikers. I can't sell it. I'm waiting for you to get out there and sell it. The best
Yeah.
I can do is store the ship and go, okay, well, it's stored there. I suicided and grabbed a different ship, and I'm going to do something else. Let me know when you sell it, and I'll get my share. It'd be awesome if there was a way that you could either remotely purchase that, or you could grant them the ability to unload it into a loading deck at Rikers. So maybe I can't sell it for you, but maybe I can unload it into your storage facility that you've rented at Rikers. Then when you get there, you can sell it. Now, well, what's the difference, Pagan? I mean, you just basically said one way you sell, one way you unload. What's the difference to you as the pilot? Here's the difference to me as a pilot. If my ship is empty, I can go back and get another load. So rather than me running one load of cargo and getting paid one time, I can go back and get more. I mean, if you're in the game and you're getting paid to haul freight, you're going to make more if you're hauling more freight. That's a no-brainer.
Engines off.
So that's where I think it really would come in. If you can't designate a party to sell it, at least designate a party that can unload it. Even if you have to rent the storage facility beforehand. Like, hey, I'm going to go to Rikers. I'm going to rent 3,000 SCU of storage at Bikini Point or whatever. Then you've got that, and your ships unload into it. Well, they've taken up 3,000 SCU of your, or they've taken up 564 SCU of your 3,000. I can see how that would work without breaking the game. That would be cool. And I don't know if the refinery is going to break if I leave the engines running or not, so we're going to shut it all down. And we're just going to exit and see how the whole refinery thing works. Yeah, we're getting some lag in certain places of the ship. So anyway, just my 2 cents on cargo hauling and mining and how the two can go together hand in hand. And I can see the same thing happening with the Starfarer too. Once it gets the ability to filter out gases and turn them into fuels.
Or maybe have a thing where when you're in a group, you know,
Yep.
a lot, when you join a group or somebody joins your group, when you form a group, whatever, you could have a little interface where you could, check that they could buy, they could sell, they could yada yada.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
And then maybe even have a slider, like it could show my name, your name, and Murd, and you could have a slider for each person, like, either we could split it evenly, each person gets a third of the money, or, somebody's taking a higher risk, they get more.
Mhm.
That would be awesome,
Mhm. I agree.
I mean, yeah. That way, if you're, like, if we're using your ships, because you got better ships than us, you could get a higher cut of the money,
Mhm.
Like if we're mining, in your mining ship, and we're just, a couple guys just bringing nothing but a little manpower, you could get 40%, and then me and the other guy could get 30 and 30.
Mhm.
And that would be awesome. And that way, if you're playing with totally random people, they would see right off the bat when they join the group, hey, look, I'm guaranteed I'm going to get 30% of the profits.
Mhm.
And then if you join somebody, you wouldn't have to worry about, not, you wouldn't have to worry about getting cheated,
Oh yeah.
They using you
Yeah.
for free labor and then not paying you.
Mhm. Yep. You could even go so far as doing it kind of the way that Elite does their trade dividends. Like if you're sitting in a station in the wing with me and I unload cargo and sell it, you get 5% of that. just because
Yeah.
you're in the wing. So basically, Yoi's flying escort. There's no way that he's going to not get paid because he's part of the wing, and the game's like, well, okay, as part of this, here's your thing. Now, I would love it if they gave you, just like you said, sliders, where you could say, oh, everybody in the wing is going to make 20% of what the profit is.
Yep.
That would be
And I
awesome.
do like the idea of, you get that 5% extra for working as a group.
Hell yeah.
It's an incentive to actually have teamwork.
Mhm.
I think that's great.
I agree too. I agree. I'm getting some lag, but that's probably because I'm streaming. Oh, crap. Wrong way and I'm nuts. There, you need to go the other way. No, I'm heading the right direction. Check out this view, though. This view is awesome. I love the clouds, the volumetric clouds. Well done, Sig. That looks awesome. I'm a very visually oriented kind of person. I mean, I love photography, I love videography. So for me, when it looks good and it's immersive, I'm happy.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, I'm still
Well,
playing the game after an hour, just trying to do one thing.
well, visuals are huge, I mean, if they wasn't, I can tell you a bunch of games that are great to play, but they're old games, so they look like crap. But you don't go back and play them. Yeah, they're good games, but who wants to live with 1990 graphics in 2020,
Right?
I mean, people like to say that looks aren't the most important thing, but when it comes to video games, it's way up there.
Well, think about it this way. How is it that we're getting the information from the game into our brains? Currently, video games have two big ways of doing that: visual and audio. So if it looks good visually, that's a huge part of that. If it looks or sounds good with your earballs, that's another large part of it. So if the game looks good and sounds good, it's a lot more convincing because those are the two primary, those are the two ways that we get the data from the game into us. So here's your mining support center, which basically is your store. Here's where you buy stuff, and by the way, the mining laser heads are bigger than I would have thought.
Well, it's easier to get sucked into a game when it looks
Yeah. No, I don't
realistic.
care who you are. This looks fucking awesome. The graphics on this are good. Shadows, light. And I love what they did here with this whole little refinery deck. Somebody who walks in, what's mining about? Oh, you mean I shoot bits off of something like this and then I sell them? Okay, well, what do I need to do that? Well, turn around, sir. You can buy a gray cat right over here. That's the way I would think it would be set up. Johnny Newbie rolls up into here and doesn't know what he's going to do. Well, what do I need? Well, you're going to need some certain tools. You're going to need some in your backpack to put your shit in. I can buy all that right over here. So, kudos, Sig. Well done, well done. So, let's go check out the refining bit. So, here's the support, and this is the one that I struggled to find earlier today. Thank you, Yoi, for pointing that out. Because it looked like a nondescript building to me. Hopefully we don't have to store the ship to do this. Okay. Oh, so you tell it what you want to refine and what you do not. Ah, okay. So, 5,003 tons of or of general material, 158 tons of bexolite, 3 minutes for processing time. The quote would be 4,000. If we add the titanium to that, Now we're up to processing 677 tons of material. An hour and 53 minutes, if I read that correctly. 4,613. You know what? It's the PTU. We have tons of money. Let's just mine all of the things. Okay, so an hour, 53 minutes, 34 seconds. It'll cost us 4,866. Do your thing. As long as we don't get a numeric error code in the middle of this, we are doing just fine. Select storage option. Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Can we throw it in the MSR? It's telling you what your yield's going to be. Let's put it in the Mercury Star Runner because
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart.
I should be able to fly it almost anywhere I need to fly it, and so.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area.
Oh, you see that? You can change the ship. It's filling it.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
So if that is yield in CSCU, divide it by 100, that's going to be 29 SCU, 32 SCU, 33 SCU. Yeah, she'll fit in the Crusader just fine. I like that. There we go. Let's clear. Pretty cool. You're gonna have to remember to do the conversions though with the numbers, because it's telling you in CSCU and not SCU. So you got to remember that your MSR can hold 11,400 CSCU. So at this rate, that was a mole that was about 3/4 full. So that means a full mole should fit into a freelancer. And that was refining everything. Because a freelancer, decent capacity. So one mole in, one freelancer out. You could do 3 moles in, 1 MSR out. I like this. So let's see if it breaks when we walk away. Walk away. Give it a minute. We'll even try a different console just for shiggles. Nope, it just resumes to your current task. Awesome. So I wonder if you can If you had 2 moles, you could probably set 2 different work orders. We need to test this. Set a timer for 90 minutes. Set a timer for 90 minutes.
Confirmed. Timer is set.
Cool. So now we know we don't yank the MSR out of here. We're fine. And I don't think we can take the mole since it's grabbing materials out of it. But I doubt the ASOP terminal is going to prevent us from doing so.
Management just wanted to make a general announcement to check your valve settings. We've been noticing leaks in processes.
Oh, there it is. Right about the time I was about to call it broken. It's a long ride back to that refinery. Alright, so let's see if there's anything on the ASOP terminal that prevents us from removing the ship. I don't think there will be. I don't know if they've got any kind of interaction between the two. But we'll see. That would be nice if it was, hey dude, you're unloading material into this ship. You can't yank that right now. Alright, so the mole... Stored. I don't see anything that's telling me I can't eat it out and do something else with it. So let's grab a ship. Closest place to buy a prospector is... Actually, I wonder if I can buy a mole. You can rent a mole here. Now that I think about it, you can rent a mole here. At the service center. Or rent a prospector. I don't remember how many you could rent a mole or not. Let's just grab a small ship and see if we can do some surface minables here. Should have thought about that while I was on the mole. Pad 2. The ship is on pad 2.
Confirmed. Pad 2.
So if that's the case, you could buy it for a little bit, leave it the process, go do something else, come back in an hour, grab your material, your MSR, and shut off and sell it. The gameplay loop widens. I like it. I like it a lot. Too far. Easy there, Tiger. Easy. Let's see here. There we go. Bloom. Come on. There we go. Flight ready.
All systems online.
Landing gear.
Gear up.
Thank you.
Landing gear raised.
So we'll do another flyby of the refinery. That never gets too old for me.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Yeah, I love how they incorporated the asteroids into this. Didn't we have... Wasn't there an Inside Star Citizen where they talked to the guy who was doing the volumetric clouds for this? I could almost swear there was.
There's been so many, I don't.
Well, remember he was doing one and the cloud was in a particular shape? I'm pretty sure that was he was the guy that was working on at least some of these LaGrange clouds. Alright, so let's see if we can scan in the arrow for surface minables. Oh, hello. What have we here? It ought to pop with that. Yeah, there we go. Do you have surface minables? Yeah, please. Yeah. No. Aluminium and corundium. Whoa! Way to go, numbnuts. There's a rock there. We're not under attack. It was just a dipshit move. Ship's like, we're under attack! We're under attack! No. Oh, there's our canopy. Thank you. It just needed a good bump. That's all. Just needed a good bump. Let's see if we can get a surface mineable rock somewhere. Look at that. There's ore at that station. Like, oh, it's a lot too. You know what? Let's do this right now before I put myself into a rock again by going too heavy on the throttle. There we go. Several. Okay, so we got rock. Do we have any surface mineable stuff, please? Look at all that Bexolite. You know they did that to test the refinery. Because I can't ever recall drifting a few thousand meters outside of a station and finding Bexolite that frequently. That doesn't happen. I don't see any surface minables. Damn it, man. May have to hit a moon. Let's see. Walla and Lyria aren't too far away. Bores, corundium. Yeah, I think they just seeded these here to test the different materials. Yeah, I'm not seeing any surface minables there at all. Yeah. I might get lucky here. Just need some surface minables, come on! Bores, corundium. Nope. Nothing there.
Rare pip.
6,000 meters this way. Timer remaining. Remaining time. I forget what the verbiage was for that command. Nothing there either. That's a little bit annoying. Really? A request a pad. Wow, it's not finding them yet. Alright. Thought we were close enough, but I guess not. To request a pad. Now we're close enough.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear.
Retracting modules.
Shouldn't I be
Landing
deploying?
gear deployed.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not a collision, it's a landing. Look at that.
Landing complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Not too bad. No one got a sex change, and it only costs us 171 to fix the ship. All in all, I call that a pretty good collision. What do you think, Ron? No one needs to visit a Swedish doctor to get things straightened out. Oh. We laugh.
Not bugs, they're built-in surprises.
Yeah, right? It's an undocumented feature, sir. Who knew that an asteroid collision would result in a spontaneous gender and racial change?
Making space discoveries. You should contact NASA.
Watch out for those asteroids, man! Bad things can happen. My buddy and I were out there. He left a hot Asian chick and he returned. Not a hot Asian chick.
Oh, goodness.
I like that it tells you where the elevator currently is. When you first start it, it tells you where the elevator is. Like, oh, it's in BFE. You're going to be sitting there a minute. Don't freak out. The game's not crapping out on you. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Part of me wants to test and see if I can pull the mole out, but I also don't want to break the refining process. I guess we could try it. I mean, let me see if I can remember what the command was to see what the remaining timer was. I don't remember. Well, I can't really because it'll change it if I do that. Time left. Timer left. Remaining time. Timer remaining. How much time left on the timer? Oh no! Why you keep asking me these questions? I don't understand.
The sex change confused her.
Apparently.
I don't know you.
Right? I just don't remember what the trigger phrase was for the remaining timer. I thought it was remaining time. But I guess not. You know what? Screw it. We'll go rent a... We'll rent a prospector and see if we can find any surface minables that way with it. Oh, wrong way, not me. Ah. Oops. Sorry. Lot lizard. There it is. Well, this ought to be a quick elevator. Somebody just got out of it. Yeah, I remember seeing a way to rent prospectors at the refinery, so I'll see if I can rent a prospector and queue 2 jobs from 2 different ships at the same time. There we are. And you can jump off the end and die, by the way. At least for now. Excuse me, Sparky. Coming through. Perch.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Let's go ahead and rent a rock for... I don't know how long this thing's going to be in the
Hi, thanks for
PTU.
coming in. We
Let's just go 7 days. Blink. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now let's see if we can get a prospector for 7 days.
Hi. Good to have you back. Thanks for coming in.
Cool. Okay. Can't rent anything else. So we can't rent like a cuddy or anything to fly it around. But we can always fly it over to Walla or Lyria and spawn the Grey Cat Rock. We know we can sell the Grey Cat material there at the local station. We know that already.
Need a hazmat team to head down to the subsector. Got a capsule.
So let's go here. We'll grab the prospector. Oh, you two are cute. Yes, you are. You two are cute. Oh, it's okay. I didn't mean to bug you. Go back to sleep. Come on. Yeah, that'll work. You played any Cyberpunk lately?
I didn't get to play yesterday
Mm-hmm.
because we went to town, and I haven't
Mhm.
played today. I wanted to jump on Elite and get my 40% increased scanner real quick.
Did you have to fly all the way back out there to get it?
I was still out there.
Oh, you're still in Muska? Yeah, I am too.
Yep.
I am too. Somebody sold a bunch of material to my fleet carrier while I was out, to Creepy's fleet carrier. I gotta go over there and get all that. I think I may have taken a loss because I don't remember lowering the price I was paying for palladium. And I think I just bought like 600 tons of palladium at 75% more than what the best selling station or best buying station will pay for it. So, that's gonna suck.
Yeah. Well, now for the next 3 weeks,
Mhm.
they're still paying 4 times as much.
For the expiration data?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might see if I can do some exploring and turn it in while it's paying quadruple amounts.
Alright, Chip. I know you and I have a history. Especially when you're frickin' door. But be gentle, please. This ship it frustrated me really bad one night, and I wound up melting a Connie Taurus to get rid of the prospector and go mole. I kept getting stuck in the door. I would go to exit the moon surface, get in the door, it would put me on the ship and then put me on top. Put me on the ship and put me on top. I couldn't get back in. The ship was fully loaded with ore. I'm like, and it kept doing it over and over and over. And finally, I'm like, that's it. I'm freaking done. I'm getting them all. Flight ready.
My first experiences with the prospector wasn't great either.
Oh, that door. Jesus.
Well, when I first started playing, I rented a prospector,
Mm-hmm.
and
Landing gear.
I rented it. I was so excited, and I went out there and I got in it, and it lifted off,
Mm-hmm.
and then it immediately flipped upside down and slammed back into the planet. And
Yep.
I mean into the planet.
Mhm.
I was looking around and I could see people walking above me, and so I went inside. Well, I killed myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You have to. The
well,
only thing you can do.
frequently, in Star Citizen, suicide is the answer.
Suicide is the solution. Contrary to what Ozzy told us, he lied.
And I went back in, and I waited the cooldown, and
Mm-hmm.
got it again, and it did the exact same friggin' thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit.
Notice my
So-
assuring, and I've been there too, buddy. I feel your pain. Mm-hmm.
So I left and I went somewhere else, and I was able to pull it up from somewhere else and take off successfully.
Awesome.
But I mean, this is when I was a new Star Citizen player, and I was at the time I was a new player that didn't know how long I was going to be playing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had plenty of those myself.
Because I was so excited. I mean, that was the first ship I was going to be able to fly beside my, my starter package,
Mm-hmm. I remember.
and it didn't go good.
It was not a good experience, buddy. Alright, now, check your throttle there, Pagan. Don't go bumping any more rocks. There you go.
But after that, I got to loving my prospector.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe that right now I don't have one.
That surprises me. I'm honestly surprised you haven't melted something to get a prospector at this point. But, I mean, you've got access to a couple people with moles, though.
Yeah, I just still,
Yeah, I get it. We're not always on, or sometimes you just want to be able to mine and not to depend on somebody else to...
Well, and when the game does go live, I think a prospector's on my must-have list. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
just... well, I melted it to get the Carrack. Which, I was like, well, I can get the prospector anytime. That was the first time the Carrack had been up for sale since I've been playing, and, And then I was going to get it again, and then I wound up getting the BMM. Which I don't regret.
Mhm.
It's already went up in value.
Yeah.
So,
The MSR did that for me. Now, there's a flaw with my control setup because my throttle forward is also my mining throttle. And in the mole, that is not an issue. In the prospector, however, that's a bit of an issue. So, luckily I kept the mouse wheels as secondary. But see, it's a little easier to see the... Well, no, see, you see how narrow, how hard it is to see it in the green?
yeah.
That's still a lot better than it was. So... Should be just about done.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's perfect, but it looks
No,
like
no,
a
no, no,
big
no.
improvement.
Oh, hell yeah, it's a lot better than it was. Is this a mineable rock yet?
And another thing is sometimes the green, depending on what's behind it, especially in like the rock, if you're on a planet with snow,
Mm-hmm.
the green can be hard to see sometimes.
Yeah. Are we close enough to hit this thing? We are. Not bad for the standard prospector head. If I thought about it, I would have bought one of these while I would have bought a mining head while I was on Rikers. Should have just
Well, you
gone
don't
over
have
to
a prospector?
just a mole.
I thought you just got one.
I rented one in the PTU.
But I'm talking from Mayday.
That's been melted.
Oh, okay. Didn't know.
Yeah, no. No, I mean, you're right, I did. Melted it to get the cat back.
Ah.
You know me, I gotta have a cat. I have to have my cat for trades. So yeah, I melted to get the cat. I figured, am I really gonna use the prospector? I mean, I've got the mole, and I'm so used to run up and down the stairs anyway. The only reason why I've got the prospector right now is because I want to test multiple or simultaneous queues for
Yeah.
the refinery.
I just happened to think about it, and I was like, "Hey, you just got one last week."
Oh
What
yeah,
if you
trust me. I
forgot?
mean, I
But-
should. I mean, if I'd have known all this was going to drop this quickly, I would have waited. But I thought it was going to be at least another 2 weeks before we saw it publicly available. I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised it's available this week for PTU. But you know, if I had to venture a guess, they want it out before Christmas or right after Christmas. Maybe it's all about the Christmas tree, man. Maybe it's all about the Christmas tree. Is that another ship in front of me, or am I tripping here? That's another ship. That may be Yoy. It wouldn't surprise me if that was Yoy. That's something he would do.
Well, he jumped out of chat.
Yeah, he had to do something. He had to make dinner for the kids. Once I get done harvesting this, I'll go chase down whoever the hell that is and say, hey. He knew I was out here, and he knew what I was doing, so... He always a blast. That guy Ron's okay, too.
Like him at all. He's an asshole.
Yeah, but he's Southern. I mean, how can you not like a Southern gentleman? Hello?
I don't know about the gentleman.
Hey, he's been nothing but a gentleman to me. He's been nice to me, so...
I ain't been called that in a long time.
Alright, so let's go back into normal mode. Let's see if we can get some more tasty good bits. Might be able to get all three from this perspective. Oh, I had an idea. How I could move. Haha, that'll work. Now I can use the mining throttle for... Look at that. Just got to turn the engines off. That's all we got to do. A lot easier to use the joystick for that. Just hoover up all the bits. Hoover up all the bits. Oh, that's right. We're gonna fill this ship up before we... Oh, we're already full. Holy, I forgot about that. Alright, let's go see if we can get simultaneous mining queues going from simultaneous ships. Because we should still have a little bit left on that prior queue. We started it and it had about an hour and 30 minutes. And we mined first. The stream's been running an hour and 15 minutes, so we should be able to get simultaneous queues. Request a pad.
I had a survey from Twitch today.
Tell them to stop running so many friggin' ads.
I got a $5 Amazon gift card for doing the survey, though.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. My wife said, "What are you doing?" And I told her, and she's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Damn." And she said, "What?" And I said, "Now you know what you get for Christmas." She didn't think it was funny.
Yeah. Mrs. B bought me a set of controllers. I told you about that, right?
Yeah.
That whole adventure?
Well, you told me you got one and it didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, so we went back, went to a different store. It said that they had 4 of these one controllers. They were like $29 each. And you know me, I am a cheap ass. I hate spending money, especially on myself. But, you know, she was all set to buy this like $40 controller. She's like, "It'll be your Christmas present. It'll be your Christmas present." I'm like, "I don't want you to spend 40, 50 bucks on my Christmas present. I'm a cheap ass." And finally, she convinced me to at least let her spend 40 on it. So I told the guy, I says, "Can you just go in the back and check and see if you have any more of these?" And I'll go to the security room. He goes to the security room, and he comes back with 2 boxes, and he shows me on his handheld device. He says, "You might like this price." And I'm thinking the price is like $35, not $45. And I look at it, it says $13. I said, "Are those really $13 each?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "I'll take all of them." So he had 2. He's like, "I thought you might. Here's both of them." So
Okay.
that's awesome. So now 2 controllers. Got one for Creepy's laptop and one that I can set up for the desktop too. So.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So, mission successful. Have a controller for Creepy's laptop. And we'll use the other one for the desktop, but honestly, I kind of like having the dual sticks, but the Xbox 360 controller will be nicer for when I'm running both at the same time.
Well, I've noticed like your Down to Earth Astronomy and a couple of other ones use an Xbox controller to drive the SRV.
That would be awesome for that, yeah.
Even though they have dual sticks, you know, they use the controller for the SRV. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I got one hooked up, and I discovered an interesting quirk with Elite Dangerous. When you set up these joysticks via Bluetooth, they get assigned a device. It doesn't say it's an Xbox 360 controller or whatever. It says device, and then it has a bunch of numbers. So when I set up Elite to use that controller, I didn't know it at the time, but apparently in that keybind file, it says device number button down does this. Well, when the battery died on it and it was no longer linked via Bluetooth, I plugged it in, and when I loaded Elite Dangerous, it didn't detect the controller. I thought, "Oh, no big whoop. I'll just use the keyboard commands." No. It didn't even show me the profile that had that controller because the controller wasn't present. So I wound up editing that file manually, the keybind file manually, and changing it where it set all the numbers to the USB name for that device, which let me load the profile in Elite, and then I removed all the gamepad references and saved it as just a keyboard file. So I've got HCS custom keyboard only, and then I copied it and then edited it so that it runs HCS with the gamepad. So I have choices. So bear that in mind. If you ever change your controller and your keybind file disappears, that's why. Yep. So if it doesn't detect the controller, it doesn't show that keybind file as an option, which surprised the hell out of me. I was like, really?
I wonder how they do that of having the joysticks and the controller at the same time.
They got to have them all plugged in. I watched part of an Exegius video, Commander Exegius, and he showed his desk, and it had two of the Virpil controllers, and it had like a Thrustmaster sitting on the corner, and then it had a gamepad on one corner. I was like, why does he leave all that shit hooked up? Why does he not unhook it when he doesn't need it? Now I understand. Alright, cool. So our current batch is still running. Let's queue a second one. Alright. What? You have choices? What does this mean? Okay, well, let's just run them through one by one. Okay, so 2460, and our yield would be 526, 352.90. Alright, let's try a pyrometric chromalysis. Holy shit, the cost. Okay, well, the yield, I was looking at the wrong column for the yields. Let's go back to Cormac method and see what our yields would be on that one. Oh, look at that. Your Cormac method cheaper, but doesn't yield near as much. 328 for the gold, 62 for the diamond, 238. Pyrometric. 469, 341, 88. Gascon. So it looks like your different methods may favor different materials. So it looks like I'm going to want to run... Oh, and I bet you, yeah, look at your processing time too. Pyrometric, get quote. 5 hours on that one. Let's go with the Cormac, see how fast that is. I wish I would have realized that when I was processing the first time. I guess I started already. Well, didn't mean to start one, but I guess we are. Oh no, this is the first one. Yeah, the second one's running now too. Oh, I see. It hasn't deposited into a transport vessel yet. Well, we're going to let them run because it's not like money actually matters in the PTU, but that's good to know. Refinery currently has a light workload and no surcharge at this time. Current capacity, wow, 10 times our normal limit. So it looks like certain materials may be better refined using different methods. So I can see the ultimate mining guide on Space for Games going through an overhaul here real soon. So that means the method that I chose to refine the first time was less than optimal. Good to know, good to know. Let's try to set a reminder here. Oop. Come on now. Let me get in here where I can look at this thing. What'd you do, Ron? What'd you do, buddy?
What are you talking about?
You broke it.
I done nothing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we need an hour for one. Let's do 1 hour and 1 minute. There we go. Start. I'll come back in an hour and check it. This looks interesting.
You've exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage.
Can we buy a cat full of ore here?
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
So you can still sell it if you don't want to use the refinery console. Looks like you can still just sell it.
Ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
I had hoped that I could buy ore here, you know? Pick the cat and buy like a bunch of titanium or something and then haul it somewhere and sell it, but I guess not. I'm nosy. Snooping. Snoopy snoop. Snoopy snoop. Whoop.
I like the cat on the green screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. Space kitties. Mm-hmm. I like it better they just kind of float there in space instead of the big blurry white wall. You should be able to see almost all of the kitty table now. Even back here. Yep. So. I think it worked out pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what is in front of them that's not being green screened out. I don't know what that black spot is in front. For whatever reason, it's not being green screened out, but whatever.
Well, it looked pretty cool when she was laying down and she stood up, turned around. Just face, you know?
Mm-hmm. Space kitty. Space kitty. Is that the... Oh, that's the joystick. That's what you're seeing. The camera's picking up part of the joystick. Alright, so she's not just floating in space. Alright. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. We were at Walmart the other night, and I'm like, I just want to see what they've got for green fabric here. And the lady's like, well, what kind of material does it need to be, sir? And I'm like, this is going to sound really stupid, but I need a green screen for my cat. She's like, a green what for your cats? I said, yeah, I stream and the cats are on stream all the time. He's like, okay, well, I don't know what streaming is. I'm like, think of it as a TV show. People watch a TV show. Okay. So what kind of material do you need? I'm like, it's more about the color. And she's like, oh, how many yards do you need? And I'm like, enough to cover 2 toads. And she's like, well, all sides? And I'm like, just the top. That'll be just fine. That'll be fine. That one square yard of material will be just peachy. Or 2 square yards, I think, is what we wound up going with.
From Walmart. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I really didn't want to spend the money for another big-ass green screen like behind me. I'm like, jeez.
Well, it looks just fine. I mean,
Yeah. Had to play
so you
with...
say
Good?
you went to Best Buy. Was you able to go in with Best Buy?
Well, we only Best Buy we did was... We didn't both go in, actually. I think we had a Best Buy run that was part of DoorDash. If memory
Okay, well,
serves.
I noticed last night we were beside Best Buy. Yeah, when we were eating and all, and me and my brother was talking about it, and there was another guy with us, and he said that our Best Buy, you can't go in Best Buy because of COVID. You can order it online, and they have, pick up
Yep.
at the door, but you can't actually go in.
Yeah, that's how she got the headphones. She ordered it, and she ordered it the night I was streaming and we had a problem. I didn't realize that, but she'd gone in the other room and ordered them, and I guess her intent was to go get them while I was streaming, then bring them back, and we'd plug them in and use them. But she had to go back and get them the next day, and you couldn't even go in the store. It was
What kind did you get?
the same kind that I had before. Let me... Logitech H3990.
Okay.
So it's the kind I had before. The ones that's the first set was just like that. Boots has destroyed them twice. So let's see if we can yeet a ship out while they're processing, or have they unloaded it from the ship, or is it that you have to leave the ship there while they're processing it? So let's retrieve it. This is all stuff that's good to know. Because it would stand the reason that they would unload it and then process it. I mean, I doubt they're processing it right out of the damn ship. You know?
I mean, Gagoo.
Gagoo.
G-A-G-U. At least it was easy to type in.
Okay. I feel like I'm missing something.
Oh. I just thought the name was interesting.
Oh, yeah.
The System Elite.
Oh, yeah.
Gagoo.
Yeah. They got some weird system names in there. So it kind of makes sense that they would take it out of the ship so you could go prospecting again, Pad 02. I don't know why I'm doing that. Because, I mean, they'd have to process it. I doubt they're emptying it out of the saddlebags as we speak.
No, I was going to the nearest Lee Young Rue system that sold a Type 9. Time for my alts to get a second ship.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm such a cheap ass. I bought a Type 9 for Creepy to transfer the funds from my account to Creepy's account
Hmm.
to get the fleet carrier, and then when I was all done with everything, I sold the Type 9.
Okay.
I'm like, that's 80 something million. I ain't keeping that.
Ooh, I like the Type 9.
Yeah, Type 9's okay, but can you imagine flying a Type 9 with a keyboard and mouse?
Man, now you got a controller.
True. True. Later he can buy it again if he really, 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 really needs it, but the only thing I was using it for was to basically buy Pay Night from my carrier. He would buy Pay Night from my carrier, and then the bigger quantities you buy, the faster you can transfer money back and forth. So, and it was so much better to be able to buy like 700 tons of it rather than 150 or whatever it was. So we know we can have simultaneous batches going. We don't know what our limit is. We know that the prospector had multiple methods available to choose the refining process. I don't remember seeing one in the mole, but might have been there and I overlooked it. So that's good to know. We know we can pull the ship. Ah, what the heck? Come on now. Go, buddy. Go, 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 go. The lag is real. Alright. What do you think, Mags? What do you think? We like the refinery decks? I like the refinery decks. Oh, you miserable? You are. It's gonna be a noisy day. Flight ready.
Systems activating. Systems on.
You still didn't fix the HUD issue.
Launch complete.
Landing gear.
Retracting landing gear.
Landing gear up.
Thank you. And please visit again.
There's a prospector out there. Who's that? That's Frelzo. I don't want to hit him wherever he is. Where are you, Frelzo? Don't want to squish you. Oh, it's doing that thing where it moves around. Aluminum, corundium, and diamond. That should harvest fast. I don't remember seeing any quantanium out here. Let's see if we can find a quantanium rock. I mean, this would be the place to mine it. Your station's right frickin' there. How far into Cyberpunk are you?
It's hard to say.
Okay.
uh,
I just
20
did.
something hours in.
Oh, okay. Steam shows I've got a couple hours in, but I just did the mission where you go rescue the chick out of the tub. We did that one. And I'm in the middle of the one where they teach you how to do the whole brain dance thing.
Uh-huh.
So I'm in the part where they're about to put me in the chair and show me how to do a brain dance. And I got to the point where I could save it early this morning, and I'm like, I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Yeah, I think I caught you right before you was locking off last night, remember?
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah. I was on the laptop. I didn't have Discord open.
Yeah, we talked for a minute.
We did? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember that. Oh, yeah, we did. That's right. I was shutting everything down. God. I haven't been feeling well lately, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm streaming this to YouTube right now, mainly just kind of a bit of a test, and also to see if YouTube's going to be a viable streaming option, or if I want to do a simulcast or what. Honestly, I like YouTube better, to be completely truthful with you, than Twitch. There's a lot less bullshit. Alright, so this ought to let us get both rocks. Power to shields.
Of course.
That way if something goes sideways, we won't die. Because this has the basic starter stuff on it aside from the laser. Let's see what we get. I want to see more about that refining method, see if it's been available the whole time and I missed it, and what the different yields are, because I think it's going to be time to start building an Excel spreadsheet. I'm not going to lie to you. It'll be like, this method favorable for this, this, and this. This method favorable for that. Alright, so that's gold, corundium. Now that I know there's a station here, I'm going to be doing a hell of a lot more Air and Halo runs. Because then that gives you a station on either side that you can sell at. Nothing's purple yet. Nothing is purple yet. Alright, gotta blast him again. Let's get you first since you're going away. Wow, 100% inert? We don't want you. You can go away. How about you? 100% inert again. Interesting. 9% corundium? That's a shit rock. Diamond inert corundium. That's slightly better. Hey, Sneaks. Hey, baby, you okay? Just come up here on the table, sit next to your sissy. Whoa, 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 no, 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 no. This is why you put power to shields, folks. Bam! Come here, you. Stop playing pool. Stop playing pool! Oh, really? You're hoovering on 100% inert rock? Ah, you moron. Yeah, but we only hire the best morons here. Can we reach that rock? Yes, we can. Why don't you let me do that for, Sneaks? You're a shitty co-pilot, baby. Yeah. You're a shitty co-pilot. Mm-hmm. That can't be all of that rock. Oh no, it drifted down. Shit. So we'll have to move the ship. Oop. Hey, baby. Say hi. Woo! Vaporized. Bye. That was spectacular, huh? Let's try that again. Like, less boom this time, though, please. Less booms. Definitely less boom. Have you tried out your new probe scanner yet?
No.
This is where the tractor beam would come in really handy. Have somebody out there with a handheld tractor beam and just pull the rock back. I don't think it'll... That's why it's overheating. It's not reading that I'm dropping the throttle. Lag monster's kicking our ass, dude. %100 diamond. Nice. Inert. Don't want that. Don't want that. Ball raise 2%. Gold 36. I wonder if they're going to play with the refining times. Because an hour and a half to process 1 mole's worth of material, it's going to slow a lot of us down. We're used to just selling and going, selling and going. And I guess you can still quickly sell, but not make as much. Curious to see how much of a difference that is. You know?
Yep.
If it's a substantial difference, fuck yeah, I'll wait to refine it. But if it's only like maybe like 10% more, why wait? This one I believe was inert. Yep, that's inert. That's inert. This is 100% gold. Hell yeah, hoover that up. Gimme, gimme, gimme. She's just trying to clean you, baby. Calm down. Cats are having a disagreement. Hey! Be nice. Get in there, we can get in there. And you, my friend, or what? Bores. Yeah, I really hope this helps change the material commodity market. Because it was getting a little stagnant where you only went out and mined one of 3 things.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, there were times when I would do that. I would only gather one of 3 materials. The last couple times I went mining, though, basically whatever I saw, I got. If it was titanium, gold, bexel, hephastenite, or laranite, I'd mine it. Sometimes even diamond if it was a high enough percentage.
So in a bone stock Type 9, to get my upgraded FSD, it's 8.59 light years away. It's gonna take 2 jumps.
What? 2 jumps for 8 light years away? Is it full?
No, it's empty.
Oh my god. God, that is a horrible drive. I had no idea it was that crappy. Like I said, I only bought the thing. Well, no, actually that makes sense. Because it took me like 12 jumps to get back to the carrier, Creepy's carrier, when he bought it. I didn't realize it was that bad. I just figured he was so far away that that's what was killing it. Jesus. That's even worse than the Fer-de-Lance.
It's pretty bad, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I gotta go change this.
Mm-hmm. Load it in the carrier, jump the carrier out there to Felicity and what's her name? Damn it. Elvira. Hey, Ross. It's actually really good. There's a part where I leave the seat and I go to climb the ladder. You can see that the tune just kind of... And then he jumps ahead real fast. But the performance in and of the clouds themselves is just fine. I've not seen any kind of performance issues. It's just inside the mole. But I think there's something going on with the mole, because I also saw that same behavior back in 3.9 and 3.10 in Yila. So I'm impressed. They look fucking awesome. I mean, does that not look awesome? But I'm digging the refinery decks. I'm impressed. We've learned a lot about them today. So I can see a couple of how-to videos coming out soon. So let me move the ship. We'll gather the last little bits of this. And then we'll hit back to the refinery decks. Yeah, here comes our slow spaceman. Here we go. Slow. And then he gets fast. So, yeah. I think that's a mole issue, though. Honestly. I think there's something in the ship, in that object, that causes that slowdown right there. Really? Come on now, stop. Thank you. That ought to just about do it. It almost has an underwater quality to it. If you've ever been underwater in the Gulf of Mexico, it kind of has that greenish tint to it. So, kind of has that quality to me, at least. But I love the new mining UI. That is frickin' awesome. So much easier to see it. I mean, that green zone just looks freaking huge. Now, I realize we're on rocks that don't have a lot of unstable compounds in them. I get that. But even if a Quantanium rock screen bar is half that width, it'll still be better. What the hell? Let's go around here. We're just hoovering it all up to try to refinery bins anyway. Okay, what are you? Diamond, 38%, groovy. Hoover that up. And what are you? We don't want that. We'll take that. And there's different methods of refining, by the way, so it isn't all just one anymore. Hey, Maxie. Hey, baby. And what gets me, several hours of play, not one numeric error message. So apparently they found and fixed most of those at least. No, you can't be up there. I'm glad, because that was incredibly frustrating, as you know. 100% gold. Suck it up. Gold. Alright. What are you? You are inert. And 100% gold. Hoover that up to. Alright, so there we go. What are you? Inert. We don't want that. I believe the rest of these were inert. There was one that drifted off to the side. Can we reach it? That's inert, and I don't think we can reach those. But you know what? Screw it. We're 80% full. Let's go check out on these refining methods. I need a little more research. Hey, Maxie Wags. How you doing, baby? Where were you when I almost blew myself up, huh? See, there's that slowdown for the ladder. Oh, you're so cute. Very cute. There we go. But there they are. I like how they have the little flight path lane on the other side.
Looks good.
Oh, it looks friggin' awesome. I'm gonna wind up reshooting the... I'm gonna shoot more video and edit the prelude screen and the exit screen on my stream. I think I'll do a kind of a maybe like a mid speed fly through of the station, and use that for the credits stream. I'll just edit the whole thing in Adobe. I was trying to use Stream Elements to do it, but I don't think it's going to do the way that I want it to. So. But that looks beautiful. It request a pad.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh, my refinery work order is completed. Excellent. They let you know. That is awesome, sir. Quite awesome. Landing gear.
Gear coming up.
That means we'll get a message about the other one here in about another 22 minutes.
Gear down.
Oh, easy there, Tiger.
Landing complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
There's the noise. Yep, hydrogen bug fixed. Yay!
Hydrogen fuel 100%.
Excellent. Party on, Wayne. Let's go check on our refinery gig. Now, that should have been put in the MSR, because I believe we told it to unload the or store the process ore into the MSR. Come on, what the hell? Click the button. Thank you. I click the button now, yeah? And get some lag. Come on. It was smooth as shit before, so there may be some other people in the area that are mining. Ah, I didn't catch it. Didn't catch the door in time. There we go. Bloomp. In the new elevator, yeah. Go sleep? Did you go sleep? Sweet, elevator's still here. It's a beauty being the only person here. When you leave the elevator somewhere, it stays there. Come on. Alright, so here we go. Run through the main section. And there's a lot to see here. Don't just run through. There's ladders and scaffolds and smelting pods. There's a lot to look at. There's your rental purchase place. But your actual refinery is back here. She looks like she's ready. I don't know what's going on, but I'm ready for it. Alright, so let's do this.
Right.
What'd you do, man? What'd you do? Okay.
They had a 16 frame shift drive here, but they don't.
Those bastards, they lied.
The timer has now completed.
Man.
Yeah, she let me know the timer's completed. Yeah, no shit. Alright, so 629 tons into the Mercury. So we'll go ahead and collect that. Blunk. Awesome. This one should be done in 16 and a half minutes, 17 minutes. Let's grab this one here and see what our yields are. With the Cormac, to get a quote, would yield 1,573 tons at 45.87. So let's try the next method down. Pyrometric. 2247 at 13,762. So 3 times the price to process it, but you're getting more. So 2247, 13,007. 13,007 and substantially less for the gold. So it looks like Pyro is the one you want for gold. Yeah, because that's even less. So let's look for Dynix. Now, that's not a bad trade-off, really, if you think about it. The Dynix, it's 6 hours processing time, but it's only going to cost you 2,200 credits to do it, 2,300 credits to do it, and you're going to get a pretty good percentage of yield. So the Pyro yields almost the same amount, cost 6 times as much. So you don't want Pyro for the gold. If you're just in a flat out hurry for it, you'd want the Dynix solventation. Or not the Dynix solventation, I'm sorry, the Cormac method. Cormac was an hour and a half, 4,000, but you're only going to get about 60% of your ore is going to get yield. $6. You don't mind waiting 6 hours, you can get it. Alright, so let's start the... Well, before we do this, let's check and see, make sure we can still sell at that station. Hey Sneaks, what's up, baby? Did Timmy fall in the well? Did Timmy fall in the well? Alright, so here we go. Hey baby. Oh, you're cute. Yes, you are. Alright, so I can just say, screw the whole refinery thing and just dump the raw ore in and sell that for 14,562. So I wonder how much better our money would be to refine it and sell it. That's the thing. Let's find out. No, what am I doing? I can just take a screen cap of this. Got it. So let's back out. Let's go over here. Zip. Okay, here we go. And we'll see, trying to optimize everything, how much more profit you get. So we said for the gold we want Dinex. Actually, let's just see if it's better for all of these. $150, $12.68. So it looks like Dinex is overall the best. Alright, so let's screen cap this.
We're sorry. You've exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship for storage. Initiating ship storage procedure.
I think it kicked me out of my...
Please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
No, there it is. There it is.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
So we have 600 and... No, we have 62 tons in the MSR right now. We'll see how much will fit in there from this other yield in about 11 minutes. So when you start this refining process, when it hits live and everybody's doing it, don't just clicky 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 and be done with the shit. Pay attention to what refining method you're using, because some methods are faster but don't yield as much, cost less. Some cost more but your yield is more, and I mean substantially more. Like this yield here for the gold using the Dinex method, it's providing 2,247 tons of gold out of that ore. Using the first method on the list, the Cormac method, it was like 1,500. So a substantial difference. It doesn't tell you here in your refining work order what type of method they're using, so you're going to have to just remember, hey, you know, I use Dinex for this, I use Cormac for that. See, this order was created before we realized we had a lot of options. And so the yields are not going to be near as good as they should have been, because that mole was full. I mean, you can see the yellow, that's how full the mole was. And the usable content on that was pretty good. So, yeah, don't just click willy-nilly. Definitely stop and pay attention. So, let's, got 9 minutes on that before that's done, and 6 hours on that one. Set a timer for 10 minutes.
Confirmed. Timer is set.
What do you think, Sneaky Sneaks? Should we explore the refinery a bit? See all the glowy goodness? Alright, so here we are. Ooh, a ladder.
Need a hazmat team to head down to the subdeck. Got a camp spill.
Uh-oh, hazmat team. Yeah, we might not want to go exploring too far. So there's your supply station.
Hi. Thanks for coming in.
Industrial cleaner, makes sense. Gloves,
Got a few new items.
that's all stuff I would expect to see in a mining ship. Here's your mining lasers. Some of them anyway. There's your clothing, we can buy some clothes. Because I imagine working in a refinery, you probably go through a lot of clothes.
But can you get a canary?
No, I didn't see an option for a canary, man. I was sadly disappointed. You can spend 285 credits on a shirt, though, with super duper sleeves. Look at that. Are those not awesome sleeves? Blunk. We just bought ourselves a super duper mining shirt. We need to get a super duper mining pants, though. It's important to have matching super duper mining pants. We're rocking the whole black theme, so we'll just continue with this. And we can get a super duper mining hat. We can get a super duper mining hat. Oh boy. Oh, look at that, Ron. Does that not scream I'm a miner? I think that screams I'm a. Oh, no. We gotta have yellow. Yellow's a requirement.
Either that or a sex worker.
That, right? Sometimes both, depending on what kind of clients in the lobby.
Or a member of the YMCA.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. All right, gloves. We need gloves. These. I'm sorry. I'm just disappointed in these gloves. 90 credits for gloves. Yeah. No. These have got holes in them. For crying out loud. All right. So let's go with the black gloves.
I said YMCA. I meant the village people.
I know what you meant. About the time we made the sex worker comment, I saw one of the concurrent viewers drop down. I'm like, whoa, we pissed somebody off. I ain't worried about it. Alright, we got our cloud hoppers. We're good. One pairs of steel-toed shoes. Gotta meet the OSHA requirements. And what outfit would be complete without a mining vest?
See anything you like?
Yelp. Checking through the list right now. There we go.
Grindstone.
We just got some new items in, so make sure to check them out.
I am. I'm checking them all out right now. So, let's make ourselves look like a proper miner. While we explore, see if we can blend in. Take off our underoos. Okay, so... Oh, I forgot. I was like, why the hell? Day one black.
Feel free to take a look around. We got a pretty good selection.
Jackets. I don't remember all the. Oh, these were from the Microtech release. So I forgot about that. Here we go. We'll go with Klimt. And
anything you like?
ooh, I have 2 sets of grindstone boots now.
We just got a few new items in, so make sure to check them out.
Awesomeness. We look like a proper miner now. So, you do realize now I'm going to have to go back over to Gila, stand in front of a giant rock with this outfit on and get a picture. It's a requirement.
Finding everything all right?
Alright. Well, let's go check some shit out.
What does that say on that sign over there? Locked and loaded
Pretty good
what?
selection.
Low.
Which sign?
Oh, locked and loaded low prices. Okay.
Yeah. They only have the one color suit here. They only have the... It's the red that's the high... The red that's the cold, isn't it?
I thought red was hot.
Yep, red's the hot. They only have the hot here. So, we have to go over to Tresler to get the other one.
Hi.
Uh,
welcome to the store.
Don't you know that you're not allowed to have propane tanks indoors? Come on, dude, what the fuck? Don't make me tell you again.
Twins.
Right? Ike and Mike. Alright, so let's explore a little bit. We have our safety stuff. Getting a whole Port Olisar vibe here. Somewhere in here was the smelting ones. I don't remember where. May have been the other side. There they are.
To the manager's office if you think it's yours.
Those are cool. Protective equipment. Must be worn on site at all times. Yeah, we figured. This is all industrial standards here. And I don't remember which one it was I hopped off of, but one of these I hopped off the railing.
Was it hot?
I don't know. I didn't get to see. I was disappointed, actually. Alright, so they pagan proved to that one. So it must have been the other one. One of these I ran off of. Ah. Please tell me they haven't fixed it already. It's only been a couple hours. I think I was higher up. Maybe I was higher up. I think it was the higher up one. Alright, so that one looks like we'd be able to jump off that one. Because there's a...
Management just wanted to make a general announcement to check your valve settings. We've been noticing leaks in processes.
Alright, so we can jump off that one. And let's see, can we... Oh, really? He just grabs that ladder as he runs by. Well, I wasn't doing nothing, man. What you talking about? Let me go by this way. Damn it. Maybe from the other side over here? Yeah, let's try that.
I'll be right back.
I need someone from maintenance to get the
Oh, here we go.
ventilation control. When you get there.
So cozy. It's almost like he's floating.
Can we get a fire marshal down to decom?
Nope. Hey, our work order's complete. He's stuck in a weird pose. It's like he's falling, but he's not falling. Oh, boy. I done broke it. Way to go, pagan. That's what you were supposed to not do.
Katoma, please report to management as soon as possible. Katoma to management.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Pretty sure they'll fix that in a hot minute. So warm. So warm. Gonna have to suicide. I can't do anything else. Her lifeless corpse dangles in the pipes. You know, somewhere there's a maintenance worker going, damn it, I gotta climb out there and pull him off. That's the second time today. Let's go get our mind stuff. One of our work orders is done. So we'll go grab that. And the other one has 6 hours to process. Oh my gosh. I think we're just going to set a calendar reminder on that one.
Welcome to the store.
Wait a minute. Let's go this way. And load it into the MSR so we can buy buyers for it and see how we did. Go sell our stuff. I still haven't played with the tractor beam yet. Should go over to Kovalex and steal me a Big Benny's machine. And a Pips machine, because that's going to be one of the items on my list. It's been on my honey-do list since I started playing this game. Actually, tomorrow's my cake day for Star Citizen. I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll hit the Kovalex station, do the investigation mission, do the package drop-off mission, steal us a couple of vending machines. Alright, let's grab our order. Work order complete. Select storage. Collect. Gives it to me now, yeah. There, I was gonna say that should fit. So 5 hours, 52 minutes. Let's set a calendar reminder on this one. So 5 hours and 52 minutes. Actually, it'll take us about 10 minutes to get signed in, so we'll just say 42. Brink. Done. Awesome. We'll come check it then. Let's go sell some cargo. Let's see what it looks like. Let's go to the hangars, grab our MSR. And I'm trying to think of the best place to sell all that stuff. Probably TDD and R-Core. Because we're in the R-Core area, so I think we'll fly down to Rikers and sell it at TDD. Assuming, of course, that it is... the Crusader is linked to the station. After depositing that ore, it may not be linked to the station. If it's not, we're going to fly a small light ship down there and just sell it out that way. But normally when you buy cargo in a ship, it anchors that ship to that location. So it doesn't just kind of float out into the general inventory. So let's see what we got. What do we got? Yep, there it is. She's linked to our station. So let's retrieve. If I get a failure on this, I'm going to be mad. Pad 11. Alright, so Mr. Miner Dude, you need to change your clothes. Put on your underoos. we go. That'll work. There we are. And we said pad 11. There we go. Make sure we got a helmet on. Yep, we do. Let's see what our yield was. There's the old girl. We're supposed to get a second door for this, which would be nice. It'd be nice to have a small door that opened and closed pretty quick, so we don't have Carrick owner problems. Because we don't have a medbed on this to circumvent some of that shit. Awesome. Hey, look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We went out in a mole, mined stuff that never showed up, didn't have any tangible link to us. Went to refining console, got something that didn't have another tangible link to us. Now we have a tangible link. I'm digging it, Sig. I'm digging it very much. This makes Pagan happy. It does, man, because when I first started playing this game, I had things that I had envisioned, and then when I found out how selling cargo worked, I'm like, well, that's disappointing, because at the time when I started doing it, your cargo didn't even show up in your ship. It was just, you had it somewhere, but now it's a tangible asset. At least it looks that way in the game, which is cool. Ooh. Pagan getting a little worried now. We have a mysterious black whatever the fuck this is. Okay. So, let's fly down to TDD and sell our wares. That would be the closest place. I don't think we can set a direct path to 18. I think it's on the side that... Nope. Hell yeah, bring it on. Flight ready.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
Those are shields. They're slow to charge. Holy hell, they're slow to charge.
Launch complete.
Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear up.
Have 2 arrows? Whiskey Tango Foxtrot? Oh, one was the landing gear, which is gone, or the landing pad, which is gone now. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? I wonder if later it'll get to the point where you have to enter these stations in certain paths. I remember on a Inside Star Citizen, they had talked about how at some point you weren't going to be able to just go through the air in Halo wherever the hell you wanted. You'd have to go through a gate, and there may be a toll involved to use that gate.
Okay.
Yeah. Like right now, when you fly from anywhere to like RR Core or Delmar or Microtech, you're technically traversing the Aryan Halo, which is a giant asteroid belt. You know, you've been out there. And we're just kind of taking it as writ that the quantum drive knows how to navigate through all that shit. They had stated that at some point it wasn't going to be able to do that, that you would have to fly through gates. So there'd be a gate near our core that you'd have to fly through to get there. And then it stands to reason there'd have to be a gate for Microtech. So we know of at least 2.
Quantum travel cancelled.
Why? I didn't cancel quantum travel. I'm looking through voice attack. I didn't issue a cancel. I don't have anything on radar. I got no scopes. Okie dokie. It's the PTU after all. I'm still going to keep moving though, just in case there's a pirate out here.
Quantum travel engaged.
So yeah. So it would stand to reason that it had to be dedicated flight paths to get you through all the asteroids. And those volumetric clouds, I mean, there's an area there around Wide Forest that's pretty thick. Where is our navigation beacon? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Got a problem with our LOD. Our core is looking pixelated.
Quantum travel engaged.
We'll see how it looks when we get down closer to the surface. There we go.
Quantum travel complete.
That looks like Riker's right over there. Yep, that's Riker's. Request a hangar. Oop. It screwed up.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There was too much of a delay bringing it up. It screwed with the macro. We'll have to adjust that. Lower landing gear.
Landing gear down.
I keep wanting to twist it. I think I've got my controls backwards from Elite. Because you know, in Elite you do a lot of yawing, or a lot of rolling. Because it's faster to roll and tip your nose in the direction you want to go than it is to try to turn your nose in the direction you want to go. So I think I've gotten in that habit now. And it's screwing with me. So now instead of rotating left or right, I'm finding myself yawing and pushing the nose forward. Are you going to fit sideways, or am I going to have to rotate you on your axis a little bit? She might fit. Well, she's doing okay so far. Ooh, a little bit of a snug fit, but she's working.
Engines off.
They fixed the fuel issue here. Looks that way. Hear the noise.
Crusader Industries. A journey worth taking. Systems on.
Let's see if our quantanium fills up too. Yep, quantanium went up too. Awesome. Come on there, numbnuts. Let's go. Now, the other day, I was fast enough where I could do this and get out before the ramp closed. Cool. Alright. I wasn't sure if it was because the server I was on at the time was pretty laggy, or what. Oh, it's no longer on the floor. It no longer tells you where you are on the floor. Okay. Good to know. Lorville and Rikers used to always tell you on the floor, when you'd exit the elevator, you take a step forward, look on the floor for the name of the hangar you were in. It was a handy way to go, oh shit, before the elevator closed.
And welcome to Rucker Memorial Spaceport.
Definitely the PTU. You see everything loading in. Click, 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 click. Dos burrito, por favor. Dos burrito, por favor. He's not listening, dude. Alright, let me see. If I look like a normal guy, if you'll give me a dos burrito, por favor. Dos burrito, por favor. Come on now, I got a working man's appetite. Been mining all damn day. Even the burrito filled in. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to back up on this one. Eat. And I believe we were also thirsty, so do we want to drink purple or yellow or brown or brown? Generally, I prefer yellow. Give me the Mountain Dew Mellow Yellow. Not that. No, 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 no. Mountain Dew Mellow Yellow. I'm all about Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow.
Does that top one say moo? Is that chocolate milk?
Oh, no way. I could have had chocolate milk. Oh, no fucking way. Really?
Is that what it says?
No, it says flood.
Oh.
What? I'd like to complain to the manager. And yes, my name.
Like you who.
Yeah, that.
Bottles, you know.
That was my thought too. Black Mountain. I can't tell what it says. It's all blurry. One's probably light, you know. No, fuck that shit. I don't want no light. Let's get out of here. Am I still hungry? Nope, not hungry or thirsty. Sweet. I'm just stoked that the damn vending stand works near the... Right? Dude, it sucked to go all the way back to Rikers, or all the way back to Area 18 just to get a fucking drink. Were you still playing when the bug where you were dehydrating like an hour?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god, it sucked. You'd play, go out mining, boom, you're almost dead because you're dehydrated. Boom, you're almost dead because you're dehydrated. Murden just watched his tick down one day.
I am fixing to jump to a system named Love DUI.
Love DUI. Oh, you're so cute, baby. You are. You're just a cute little space kitty. We're gonna see if we can color correct this, because you're coming out looking kind of goofy. Yes, you look kind of goofy, baby. I think our color balance is a little wonky. Yes, I do. Nope. Let's not do auto. That's for damn sure. Hey, Magsy Wags, you look sleepy.
Now arriving.
Are you sleepy? She's like, hello. 20 hours of sleep a day, what do you think? I'll just jump out here since you got the doors open already. Wow, people are just holding doors open for me left and right today. Right this way, Mr. PLG. Right this way, sir. I even got a terminal all warmed up. I sanitized it for you. No corona on it. Alright. So on the goal, 328 units. 2,099 credits. Sold, motherfucker. Sold. Alright. Now. I wish on this batch that I would have checked to see how much they offered to buy the raw ore for. They don't have a select all button here. I'm betting we're going to get one of those soon. I'm betting we'll get one soon. Come on. Come on. Are you gonna buy it or taunt me?
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted
You're
time
going
for
to
flight.
taunt me.
You'll have to return your ship to storage.
So 27k for the 27k for the aluminum.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety,
That
please
surprised
vacate
me.
the area.
I'm not
Thank
gonna lie
for
to
your
you.
cooperation.
Because normally when I'm mining, I don't even touch the aluminum. Like, whatever, it ain't worth shit. What?
Initiating ship storage procedure.
Boy.
For your safety, please vacate the area.
I think
Thank
we
you for
may
your
have broke it.
cooperation.
I think we broke it. Now we got Bexolite here going. We made as much on the aluminum as we did on the Bexolite, and there was more aluminum. So consider that next time we're mining. We made 27,000 selling the aluminum. Granted, there was 330 tons of it. We made 26,000 selling the Bexolite. So either the screens are really, really lagged and it's giving me the wrong numbers for the wrong material here. Come on. Can we just go, please? Sell it! Oh my gosh. Okay, something's broke. Now it's wanting to buy the aluminum for 58,000. I was pretty sure I sold that already, right? Pretty sure. Server broke. Server's broke.
You broke it.
Yeah, I did. Pagan broke it. My fault. My fault. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. So, according to this, yeah, it broke. I don't think it's reading the cargo correctly anymore. Yeah, because it's not giving me an option to store anything in the MSR. So let's step away from the console. That's about as far away as we're gonna get on this side. Alright, so MSR. Okay. Titanium. Okay, so our credits went up. Let's go aluminium. I wonder if they're adjusting the commodity sell values right now with all of this going on. It wouldn't surprise me at all. No, I don't want to buy. I want to sell. I want to sell, please. We broke it. Damn it, Ron. You had one job to keep me from breaking everything. So let's go over here to IO Tower, admin desk, and see what those terminals are reading. Thank you. Upstairs, over here. Okay. Good. So it's showing TF20 for the cargo. Yeah, their inventory system, I think, is struggling. Yeah, it's definitely struggling here. So, hey, baby. We broke it. We did. We broke it, baby. She's like, what's this we shit? Dude, I was sleeping. You did all that yourself. You broke the machine, not me. Don't blame the cat. It's not the cat's fault. Let's try it again. Alright, so we may have to just do this later. Server broke. It's broke, man. So we will log out and tackle this later. I'm going to log back in and 5 hours and check the refinery queue. I need to call my father because it's his birthday today. So I think we're just going to log out here.
Yeah, that's an important one.
Yep. Gotta call my pops on his birthday. I'll see you guys later.